how do how do you prove that these alien presences or whatever are real and not totally hallucinatory? I think the only way that you could do that would be some kind of experiment where they could give you some information that you could get in no other way. And I don't know exactly what kind of information it would necessarily be, but some way where they could convey to you a thought, an idea, or a concept. Suppose one of these alien intelligences said, this is what dark matter is. And you could bring that back from that experience and go to a physicist and they go, wow. And they do the math, and sure enough, that's what it was. There would be no way to get information like that other than through a source like that. Or gravity. We don't understand what gravity is. So one of these alien intelligence saying, this is the equation for gravity. And you could bring it back and go to some quantum physicist and say, does this make sense? I think that would come about as close to a proof as you could get, because the idea that you could just dream that up out of your subconscious, I think, would be pretty far out. I mean, I think people would be more likely to assume that you had gotten it somewhere. It's kind of like, I remember the argument about UFOs. Somebody said, oh, they're not craft from another planet. They're time machines coming back from the future. And I said, I think the probability of craft from another planet is a lot higher than the probability that they're time machines coming back from the future. So I think with, if you could get some information from those intelligences they could bring back and prove that there's a basis for this, boy, it'd be awful hard to say, there wasn't some intelligence that you were in contact with to get this information. But I don't know what kind of experiment, what kind of information, and maybe those beings would be the ones that would have to decide. They'd have to say, here's how you prove. Here's how you prove that we're real. You take this back with you. Maybe that's where it would have to come from.